Welcome back to Headlines, everybody. I am Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First up, Democrats are unveiling a new website to track ICE agents. It's kind of like Amber Alerts, except for instead of helping you find missing kids, you help those kids stay missing. Then, Hakeem Jeffries warned people to watch how they talk about him. We've got the video clip. Hakeem Jeffries trying to sound tough is like watching a Chihuahua bark at a Great Dane. Next, Psaki mocked J.D. Vance's wife, saying she must be scared of her husband. This is what happens when your worldview is so warped that a happy marriage to a competent man seems like a hostage situation. And finally, Hillary Clinton attacked President Trump for his construction of a ballroom in the White House. I think Hillary's just worried that the renovations might expose the last of Bill's DNA. And then we go to the comment section on the segment about Stephen Colbert talking with Karine Jean-Pierre. Why would someone say that they need to get a room? We'll show you. And then about Gavin Newsom, how much did California spend on changing college course numbers? Get a number in your head because you're not going to believe it. Okay, let's dive in. House Democrats unveiled plans for a master ICE tracker website to collect and track immigration and customs enforcement activities. They're calling it the Master ICE Tracker because howtoobstructlawenforcement.com was already taken.
I shared this with the mayor. Over the course of the next couple of weeks, the Oversight Committee will be launching on their website a Master ICE Tracker, where we're going to be essentially tracking every single instance that we can verify that the community will be able to send us information on.
Maybe we should just tell them we're not deporting people, we're immigrating them in reverse. I've got a solution for this. ICE should just identify as illegal immigrants. Then Democrats would defend their privacy rights, fight any attempts to track them, and probably give them prepaid debit cards. Tough guy Hakeem Jeffries says you better watch what you say about him.
To address the extremism that is being unleashed on everyday Americans by this administration all across the country, we will not bend, we will not break, we will never bow down. And when it comes to these extremists out there, you better watch how you talk when you talk about me.
Watch how you talk about me. Okay, noted. We'll be sure to use smaller words so you can keep up with what we're saying. Jen Psaki suggested that Usha Vance, wife of Vice President J.D. Vance, is scared of her own husband. Psaki also claimed that Vice President Vance is scarier than President Trump. Jen is so terrified of masculinity, if J.D. Vance ever opened a pickle jar near her, she'd file a restraining order.
I think the little Manchurian candidate, J.D. Vance, wants to be president more than anything else.
Yeah.
I always wonder what's going on in the mind of his wife. Like, Are you okay? Please blink 4 times.
Yes.
We'll come over here. We'll save you. And that he's willing to do anything to get there. And that your whole iteration you just outlined, I mean, he's scarier in certain ways.
To Jen, ambition and backbone are toxic, which explains why all of her exes have the energy of a neutered cat. Hillary Clinton is being criticized on social media for claiming President Trump is destroying the White House because he's renovating the East Wing for a new ballroom. Hillary wrote this on X: "It's not his house, it's your house, and he's destroying it." Hillary is right to be concerned about what happens to the White House. After all, she knows firsthand how hard it is to get stains out of the Oval Office carpeting. The new ballroom, which will accommodate 650 people, is being funded entirely through donations and won't cost taxpayers anything. Unlike when, allegedly, the Clintons took $28,000 in furnishings from the White House's permanent collection and hundreds of thousands of dollars in flatware when Bill left office in 2001. We also can't forget the rumors that the Clintons rented out the Lincoln bedroom to the highest bidder, as well as Bill's extracurricular activities with interns in the Oval Office. The Clintons turned the Lincoln bedroom into a Holiday Inn and the Oval Office into an OnlyFans studio. But sure, let's talk about Trump's ballroom. And now onto the comment section. So the first segment we're looking at is the one about Gavin Newsom, where he bailed out some utilities in California. And we also had some follow-up about PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, and some shady relationships between PG&E and Gavin Newsom. And so we have this comment from Audra Hartman, 4212. Back in the 1960s, my father called PG&E Pacific Grafters and Embezzlers. Nothing has changed. Man, that is a long time for them to have been doing the same thing. But a great business model in California, apparently. Okay, then on the short with Robert De Niro, where he just showed his Trump derangement syndrome, said he doesn't want to leave the White House. Man, De Niro's out of his mind. So we have this from Andrew Minix, 1131. De Niro isn't an ordinary moron. He's the complete package. He is. I remember years and years ago, I used to like him, and now just I can't even watch anything he's in. Okay, then on the segment about Don Lemon, we did a little segment where we compared Don Lemon and Joy Reid because they kind of do look similar. I'll put that up on the screen while we're talking about it. So we had a follow-up on that. And we have this comment from Orange Cones. You got it backwards. Joy looks like Don's younger brother. I had said in the thing that I think Don looks like Joy's older sister. So Orange Cones has a different viewpoint. Then Stephen Colbert and Karine Jean-Pierre, that segment where he was kind of giving her he was letting her know he wasn't really happy with all that she was saying about Democrats when she was on his show. And we had this comment from No Names Please, 6288. Holy cow, KJP and Colbert need to get a room. So I actually pulled up the clip again because I wanted to see, I do remember her kind of putting her hands over on Colbert's hands. So I'm going to put the screenshot up. And you can see that she actually double-handed Colbert's hand. She really was going for it. I mean, the one hand is to me a little, hey, that's a little familiar. But when you do the double-hander, I definitely think that was a lot. And I think that's what No Names Please is talking about. I do remember watching it the first time thinking, that's kind of aggressive. Okay. And then this comment just is kind of generally about Gavin Newsom and California. And I had not heard of this. I thought this was interesting. So this was, we asked the question up front, how much money is California spending on renumbering some college courses? Do you have your guess? Okay. Hey, Wes, did you see where California was spending $105 million on changing college course numbers? And then he saw it on the David and History for the Ages channel. So I wanted to verify this, so I did ask Grok. I also verified it through a couple of other searches, and that is actually true. Can you imagine spending $105 million on just changing the course numbers? I would have done it for half that. Seriously. Call me, Gavin. I could have given you a deal on changing some numbers. Anyway, this is just part of the verification from Grok, though. Yes, this claim is true. In the 2021-22 Higher Education Trailer Bill, California appropriated $105 million in one-time funds to implement a common course numbering system across all 115 community colleges in the state. This initiative, mandated by Assembly Bill 1111, standardizes course numbers, titles, descriptions, objectives, and units for general education and transfer pathway courses to make transfers easier for students. Still, $105 million, and you know what? It's not going to work anyway. They're going to keep having to check things, and this is just going to, anyway. But $105 million. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.